making amazing looking websites with AI. But the problem is we can only make it on our computer or on the local host. Today I'll show you how to deploy it on a real domain so anyone can see it all over the world. So first I will create a website with Claude Code and then I'll show you the exact process of deploying that website to Hostinger. Then how we can import the database so we can save all the website data, and also after deploying how we can make any changes on the live website. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first thing we need to do is create our website on the local host. So for that, let's jump over to VS Code, and here we're going to build a full stack website with both front-end, back-end and database. So obviously we need a local server for that, and for this I like this MAMP desktop app. So from here you can download it for both your Mac or Windows devices, and after installing that, make sure to turn it on the local server. And here we also need to put all of our files inside this specific directory. So from here, if we go under applications and MAMP and htdocs, here we need to create a new folder. So let's create a new folder for our project and name it to portfolio. Now back to the VS Code, and here let's open that folder. Let's close this and open the Claude Code. And from here, let's write our prompt to create our website. And as this is our initial master prompt, so I want to make it as detailed as possible. So for that, let's go to ChatGPT, and here let's write down. Here I say I want to create one-page portfolio website with the standard section like this, and I want to build this website using this language including PHP and MySQL database, and also describe the other requirements. I'll also provide this full prompt to my website. So from here you just need to copy and paste that. Let's submit this. So here you can see all the details like the project goals and the details description about the sections, the design requirements and all of the other things. So from the top here, let's copy this prompt and go back to VS Code and let's paste it to here. And here before submitting, let's check it again, and if you need any changes you can also make that. And here, as this is our initial prompt, so I want to make sure to make the effort to the maximum level, and also from here make sure this model is selected to the latest model, Opus. Okay, and submit this, and it will take some time to create our result. Also in the meantime it may ask you for some permissions, so let's click yes for all of them. Alright, after waiting for a while, finally it creates the result, and it also creates some link for us. So you can see this is the link of our website. So from here, if we just copy this and paste it to here, and here is our website. And you can see it looks really very good with just the first prompt. And if you scroll down, it also creates all of our other sections as we described. Okay, but here at the top, I don't like this placeholder image, and also I want to replace this. So let's go back to here, and here I want to use these two images for these two sections. So let's add them from here and write down this prompt. And for this follow prompt, we don't need too much effort. So let's decrease this to medium and submit this. Okay, now the image has been perfectly placed and everything looks almost good. And obviously you can also make some more follow prompts and make some more changes, but I'm happy with that. And finally I want to check this contact form. So when we fill up this, it's supposed to send us an email and also add a record on our website dashboard. So let's fill up this and click on this button. Here you can see the success message, and if we go to our email, here we still cannot see that. It's not working because we need to generate an Google app password to make our email fully functional. So let's go to here and search for Gmail app password generate and go to this link. And first of all, let's log in with that Gmail account where you want to receive the emails. So log in here. And here we need to create our app. So let's give it a name and click on create. And this is our app password. So let's copy this code and close this and go back to VS Code and paste this to here. And I want to add this prompt with this. Now if we test the form again, we can see the message. And if you go to the mail, here you can see we have received that email with all the information. And this info should also go to our website dashboard. So if you go to VS Code, here with our very first prompt result, we can see we have also a link for our admin dashboard. So from here, just copy this link and paste it to here. Okay, and here for entering our dashboard, we need an admin access. And if we go to the ChatGPT, with our very first prompt, we also describe an user and password for the dashboard. So let's copy the credential. And we can see this is also working inside our dashboard. So that means our website is perfectly working. Now it's time to deploy our website. So for that, first of all, we need a domain and hosting, and then deploy our website to that hosting. So for that, I suggest you to use Hostinger, and I also use Hostinger for all of my personal website. So click on the very first link on my description, and this will redirect you to this page. So if you scroll down, here you can choose any of their plans, but I suggest you to start with their business plan, and with this one you will also get a free domain. So let's click on choose plan, and from here you can choose the period you want. I recommend you to go with at least for 12 months, so you will get a better discount. And for all of my audiences, we also get a additional discount. So if we write down make cream and click on apply, you can see here we also get a additional 10% discount. So click on continue, and then here we need to register with our mail and password, and click on register, and then it will ask you for your address information. Let's fill this up. Click on continue, then fill your card information and click on payment. Okay, our payment is successful. Now it's time to claim our free domain. So click on here, and from here you can choose the domain you want. So I want to keep it with my name and choose the extension .me, and it's available. And here we need to create our website. So let's click on add website, and here as our website is a PHP website, so let's click on this option and choose the domain we just get. And here let's choose the region for your data center, and I recommend you to choose it where your target audience belongs. So I choose the USA and click on next, and it may take some few times to create our website. Okay, we have created our website, which is currently empty, and here on the right side you can see the SSL certificate is also installing. When it gets installed, you'll also get the HTTPS with the domain name. So after that, one additional thing, we also need to create a database, as we have database with our website. So under database, click on manage, and from here you can create a database. So let's give it a name and create a user for that, and also give a user password. And here this database name and the username has been generated. So all of our setup are ready. Now finally, to deploy, let's go back to the VS Code, and here first of all we need to install an additional plugin. So go to this plugin section and let's search for Hostinger connector, and we need to install this one. Let's close this, and here we can see this new Hostinger icon. So if we open this, from here we need to first connect it to our Hostinger account. So for this, let's go back again to here, and at the very bottom we can see this API option. From here we need to create an API token. So here's the option for that. Click on generate API token, and let's first give it a name and click on generate, and here's the token. So let's copy this and back again to here and click on use API token button and paste it to here and click on connect with API token. Okay, it's successfully added. Now from here with our prompt, we can deploy our website. But along with that, we also need two things. First, the FTP access for transferring the files, and also the database access to connect it with the live database we have just created. So go back again to Hostinger, and here under website, let's go to the all websites and go to the dashboard. Under files, here we can see this FTP accounts option, and here we can see all the FTP information. Basically here we need this FTP hostname, username, this directory, and also this password. If you don't know this password, you can also change that from here. And for the database information, from here we can see the database name, the database user, And we also need the password we previously created. So with all of this information, I have created this organized prompt, which you will also get on my website. So from here, you just need to copy and paste that. And here you need to replace this information with your access. And also obviously these domain names. Okay. Now if you go to our website, we can see the website is here, and also all the sections are properly added. And here let's test this form again. Okay, if we check our email, we can see we have also received the email, and let's also check it on our website dashboard. And here the submission is also added. That means our website is also working perfectly. So our deploy is successful. Now here I also want to show you one another thing. So after deploying, if you want to make any changes on your website, you can also do that. So for that, I recommend you to do that on the local version, then deploy that local version using this exact same prompt. Okay, so that's it for today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, then don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.